भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः ॐ भद्रं कर्णेभिः शृणुयामदेवाः भद्रं पश्येमाक्षभिर्यजत्राः स्थिरैरङ्गैस्तुष्टुवागुंसस्तनूभिः व्यशेमदेवहितं यदायुः स्वस्ति न इन्द्रो वृद्धश्रवाः स्वस्ति नः पूषा विश्ववेदाः स्वस्ति नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः स्वस्ति नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः माण्डुक्योपनिषद 3rd मंत्र जागरितस्थानो बहिष्प्रज्ञः सप्तांग एकोनविंशतिमुखः स्थूलभुग्वैश्वानरः प्रथमः पादः Mandukyopanishad has introduced the 2 topics Omkara Vichara is the topic number 1 and Atma Vichara is the topic number 2. Based on these 2 topics, the Upanishad elaborates in the following mantras. First mantra points out that Omkara only everything. Idagam sarvam Omkara eva. Then second mantra says sarvam etat brahma. So that sarvam from first mantra you have to bring to the second mantra. Sarvam Omkaram. Sarvam Brahma. That means Omkaram is Brahman. Then this Brahma, I am Atma, this Atma is Brahman. Omkaram, Brahma and Atma. All are equated in these 2 mantras. Sarvam Omkaram, Sarvam Brahma, I am Atma Brahma. This Atma is Brahman. Brahman is everything. Everything is Omkara. Therefore, everything is Omkara. Omkara is Brahman. Brahman is Atma. Therefore, Atma is Brahman. Brahman is Omkaram. Omkaram is everything. So you can go this way and that way. Finally, what? I am Brahman. That's all. I am Brahman. Then next statement is what? I am everything. Since Brahman is everything, this Atma, I myself, I am Brahman, I am everything. Very easy to say, but very difficult to swallow. For that swallowing purpose only we have sit here to assimilate. That is the purpose. Now let us go to our background. What is our background in the last class? We saw third mantra up to seventh mantra, we get Atma Vichara. Vichara means inquiry into individual self. Atma Vichara. From 8th mantra up to 12th mantra, Omkara Vichara. Now we have entered into Atma Vichara. In the third mantra, Atma Vichara, we are going to see. Before going to inquiry, into this inquiry, we have to remember three principles. Let us recollect those three principles of the previous class. What are those principles we saw? First principle, the knowable objects, knowable, knower, and consciousness. Okay? The entire universe must come under a knowable object. The entire universe, any object in the world must be knowable, either it was in the past or present or in future, then only we can say it exists. Any object must be knowable. It must be knowable either to one person or other, anybody, it must be knowable. Then only we can talk about its existence. This is the first principle we saw. Knowable world is depending upon whom? The knower. Knowable world depending upon the knower. To talk about the object, it exists. It is known to me. It is either knowable or known to me. Knowable in future. At least I know that in the past, or I am knowing now, that knowability presupposes whom? Knower. Knowability of any object presupposes knower. I, the knower. I am Pramata. In Upanishadic language, knower is called Pramata. Prama asya asti iti Pramata. The one who has got the knowledge of an object is called Pramata. That means knowability of an object depending upon the knower for its existence. Without knower, no one can talk about the existence of an object. Without knower, Pramata, no one can discuss or talk about or establish a presence or existence of an object. Therefore, what is the conclusion? That object is dependently existing upon the knower. Clear? The object is dependently existing upon the knower. Who is this knower? I am. Therefore, you have to add everywhere I. Otherwise, we will end up somewhere. Okay? The knowability of an object is depending upon the knower I. This is the first principle. Therefore, object is dependently existing. First principle on irukkom. Okay. The knowability of an object exists is knowability is required. First principle. And the extension is what? Knowability presupposes knower. Therefore, the known object is dependently existing. The flower exists. Depending upon whom? Me, the knower. So it is dependently existing. So this is the yellow flower existing, dependently existing upon me. Without me, This object is not as good as non-existent without the subject I. Then what is the next point we have to note? Every dependent object is a nama and rupa. Every dependent object which is depending upon the pramata, the knower, is a nama rupa, is a name and form. Therefore, it is mithya. Whatever is dependently existing is mithya, unreal, false. It is not satyam. Flower is not satyam? No, it is not satyam. Even though you are experiencing the flower, since it is depending upon you for its existence, it is not as satyam as you are. It is satyam. Okay, but it is not satyam as you are. You are satyam than the flower. For this, you have to see that previous application. Okay, the pot exists. Pot exists. The nama arupa. Puja Swamiji enna pannuvarna, there is no flower at all. If I remove all these petals, no? Where is flower? There is no flower. What do you call flower? Petals are flower or this stem is flower? There is no flower at all. This is an assemblage, no? This is an assemblage. There is no flower exactly an object called flower. Similarly, there is no pot exactly called pot. What is there? No? Only clay. There is no pot substance. Only clay. But then what is pot? Pot is only vacha, arambhanam, vikaram, namadheyam. Vikaram means a form. Nama means a name. Nama rupa. There is no pot at all. If pot is there, clay also there. I take the clay, you take the pot. It's not possible. The good old pot, okay, adhe pot da. Good old pot, good old clay. Here only we have to understand, pot, nama, rupa is not there. It is only a lip movement for your interaction purpose. Actually, you are holding the clay alone in the pot form. Pot name you are using, pot form you are using. Really speaking, there is no substance called pot other than clay. Now come to the next principle, what we saw. The knower to know the object that is to be known, can be known, will be known, that knower has to decide to be knower. I want to see this flower. Yellow flower. Or pink flower. Pink flower. I want to know this flower means that knower has to decide to be knower. If I am not interested in seeing this flower, I don't want to be knower. I don't want to be knower. The knowability of the object depending upon the knower. The knower is depending upon me, the consciousness. This is the third principle we saw in the last class. Last class part I'm sollendirukken. Okay, very important lesson. That's why I'm repeating deliberately. Enna Swamini sollinde solrilla. I want to repeat. This is a tough topic. Let us recollect. The second principle is knowable depending upon the knower. For its existence, without the knower pramata, the object status of that object will not exist. Therefore, object is an object because of the subject. So, object existence we have established because of knower. Knower is the subject. Then knower has to decide to be knower. This is the third principle. Okay? What is the third principle? Knower, the pramata of, or the pramata comes to existence only when I, the consciousness, decide to be knower. இதுதான் கொஞ்சம் crucial. Okay, knowability of the object. First statement, existence of any object must, what you can call, must fulfill the condition of knowability. First statement. என்ன சுவாமி திருப்பி ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு போறேன் என்ன எனக்கு எங்களை பார்த்தா கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்கிற மாதிரி தோன்றது உங்களுக்கு, அதுக்கு தான் திருப்பி சொல்றேன். Knowability of the object has to fulfill the condition of knowability. It must known to the knower. Then only knowability it comes. First principle. That second principle what? Knowability of the object depending upon the knower. Second principle. Third principle is what? Knower has to be chosen. This knower, I want to know this object. The knower has to be decided by the conscious being. I, the consciousness, has to decide whether to be knower or not to be knower. Whether I want to be knower or not, decided by whom? By me, the consciousness. That's why many times I am not the knower of many things. Why? I don't want. I am the knower of so many objects. Why? I want to know them. Who is the deciding factor of this knower? I, the consciousness. Join that I. Okay, vidadungo. And the I vidakudadu. I, the consciousness. This is the third principle. Knower, the pramata, comes to existence only when I, the consciousness or conscious being, choose to be known something. That is that the knower, the pramata, comes to existence only when I, the conscious being, choose to be knower. Choose to be knower of something. Now you see, knower depending upon whom now? I, the consciousness. Knowable object depending upon whom? Knower. So knowable object is depending upon the knower. Knower is depending upon the I, the consciousness. I, the consciousness depending upon whom? அப்படி போயிட்டே இருக்கக்கூடாது. I, the consciousness, need not depend upon anything to be conscious. I am conscious. Swatantram aham sat chit principle. These are the three principles, so you remember. Then I built up that third mantra upon this. If these 3 points we grasp, now we have to see that next step, in a reverse way we have to go. In a reverse way we have to see, I, the consciousness, am the ultimate support of knower, pramata. நான் இப்படி போயிட்டு இருக்கேன் இப்போ. அப்படி வந்தாம knowability, knower and consciousness. Now what is the final conclusion? I, the consciousness being, am the support of the knower, pramata. I, the conscious being, am the support of the knowable objects indirectly through knower. இது சொல்லல last classல. இங்க இந்த new points will come. I, the consciousness being, I, the conscious being, or I, the consciousness, I am the support of, ultimate support of. Why ultimate? I am not supported by anybody. இங்க ஐயாமன்னா யாரு? Mano buddhi hankara chittani naham. I am not the body mind complex, but I am OC. OC is the ultimate support of the knower, the pramata. then I, the conscious being alone, is the support of the knowable objects through the knower. The subject pramata is a pramata from the standpoint of knowable objects. I, the pramata, is the subject from the standpoint of what? Object. Knowable world. Here knowable object means whole world. Okay? Knowable object, entire world comes under objective world, is the object from the standpoint of the pramata, the subject. Now, this subject pramata is going to become the object. Why? I, the conscious being, am the subject, and the pramata is decided or determined by me, the consciousness. Therefore, this subject pramata will become what? Object. That means the pramata playing two roles. Pramata existence depending upon whom? I, the consciousness. See, the knower status is temporary. Knower status is temporary. Pramata, I am the knower. Knower of what? I am the smeller. I am the knower of smell, not the gandham. I am toucher. I am the knower of sparsha, touching. I am walker. I am speaker. I am eater. I am looker. I am so many actions I am doing. That actions are changing. The knower of one thing is different from the knower of other thing. But the objects are changing. The knower is becoming the smeller, eater, taster, everything, walker, goer, holder, all these things. But one is not changing, ER is not changing, but actions are changing. Therefore, pramata is changing or not? Pramata is changing. The knower is changing. I know as a wife, I know as a mother, I know as a daughter, I know as a... This pramata is changing the role. But I, the conscious being, am not changing behind the pramata. Behind the pramata, I, the consciousness, is not changing. That pramata, nama rupas are changing. Therefore, pramata is what? Dependently existing upon me, the consciousness. Apply the law. Whatever is dependently existing is nama rupa. Whatever comes under nama rupa is mithya. Whatever comes under nama rupa is mithya and anityam. Whatever is mithya is anityam, temporary. Therefore, knowable objects, objective world, the subject pramata, entire nama rupa, both are mithya, anityam. Who is satyam? I, the consciousness, am some. Thank God. ஏதோ ஒரு சத்தியம் இருக்கணும் ஃபைனல். எல்லாமே பொய் ஆயிடுச்சுன்னு என்ன? I, the consciousness, am satyam. I am the ultimate supporter. I am supporting the pramata, the subject, and I am supporting the objective world, universe. Now, I, the consciousness, have got 4 stages. 4 stages. Just I'll give you the bird eye view, then you will easily understand. What is that bird eye view? Now you see, I, the consciousness, I am playing 4 stages. Chatushpad. 4 padas, 4 stages, 4 avasthas I am undergoing. I, the consciousness alone. What are those 4 avasthas? Very familiar to all of us. Jagrat avastha. Jagrat avastha. First avastha. Avastha state. Nilamai. Okay, state. Status. A stage. Avastha. Jagrat avastha means waking state. What is the next state? Every day you are in which state now? Said the nalla vardi. Paravala. Okay. You are in Jagrat avastha, waking state. Now we are all having another avastha, second avastha, that is dream state, swapna avastha. I, the consciousness, am. Sometimes I am in Jagradavastha. I, the consciousness மறக்காமல் எழுதுங்கோ. ரெட் லைன் இங்கில் அண்டர்லைன் பண்ணுங்க. ஓகே. I, the consciousness, am in Swapna Avastha, not now, when I go to sleep. And I, the consciousness, am having the sleep Avastha, deep sleep state, waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. I am having. I, the consciousness, am undergoing all the 3 stages. There is 4th avastha, which is not a avastha, that is called Turiya Padaha. That is only going to come up to 5th mantra, 6th mantra, we are going to see. I, the Atma alone, have got different names. I, the Atma alone Brahma. Brahma is called Atma. I am Atma, Brahma. Therefore, in English, what is the name of Atma? Self. What is another name for a self? Consciousness. Why it is called consciousness? Self is consciousness. Why? I am conscious of. நமக்கு ஸ்பெல்லிங்க தகராறு. கான்ஷியஸ்னஸ் ஸ்பெல்லிங்க தகராறு. ஆனாலும் I am self. How can I say I am consciousness now? Since I am conscious of everything, I myself am conscious of everything. Therefore, I can be known as consciousness. Self can be called as consciousness. Then whose name consciousness? Tell me. Consciousness is my own name. Consciousness. I am conscious of. I am conscious of. You are all conscious of me? Sure. I am sure. Am I conscious of you? You are sure. You are sure. I am sure. And both of us are sure. We are all conscious beings. Myself, I am conscious of. Therefore, self is called Atma. Consciousness is also called Atma. Atma is called Brahman. Whenever I use any name, you should not blink your eyes. You should not bat your eyes. Okay? I can go smoothly and freely when you smilingly look at me. Okay? With this background, you have to look into the mantra. What are the names given to me when I am Jagradavastha? We are all in Jagradavastha now. What are the names to me the Atma has got in Jagradavastha? Jagaritasthanaha, when I, the consciousness, am in Jagradavastha, sthanaha means in that status of Jagrat Avastha. Jagaritasthanaha, waking state. Whose field is the waking state? Jagaritasthanaha means whose field? Atma's field. Who is Atma? I am Atma. Therefore, my field and chollanam. Okay. Atma field is Jagaritasthana and chollakudadu. You know, we are all Mandukyopanishad students. I, the consciousness, am in Jagradavastha. That time, my name is called Bahishprajnaha. Okay. Upanishadic order lo ponuvana Bahishprajnaha. But we'll go to Bahishprajnayak munnadu oru name irukku. Vaishwanaraha. So mantra order lo ponuvana Jagaritasthanaha. I am in waking state. Bahishprajnaha. Bahishprajnaha means the knower of external objects. Prajna means consciousness. Jnaha means what? Knower. Who is knower? I am the knower. I am the knower. No? That knower is depending upon me, the consciousness. Therefore, that knower status comes to whom? Me, the consciousness. Therefore, Bahish Prajnaha. Bahish means external. Now you are knowing external objects. In waking state, what you are knowing? You are knowing the book, you are knowing the clip, you are knowing the pen, you are knowing the dress, you are knowing the fan, you are knowing the light, you are knowing the room, you are knowing the carpet, desk, etc., etc., etc. All these objects are inside or outside. This knowledge you got is external knowledge or internal knowledge? External knowledge. Sure? Sure. Okay. That's why you are all what? I, this self, is called what now? Bahishprajnaha. I am the knower of external objects. I am conscious of external objects. I, the consciousness principle, I am the experiencer of external objects. எப்படி சொல்லணும்? இந்த வேர்ட்ஸ் எல்லாம் பை ஹார்ட் ஆகணும். I, the consciousness principle, I am the experiencer of the external objects. என்ன கஷ்டமே இல்லை, சும்மா ஈஸி. I, the consciousness principle, I, the self or Atma, am the experiencer of, or the knower of, or the observer of the external objects. Therefore, what is my name? Bahishprajnaha. So, I, the consciousness, am called as Bahishprajnaha because I know the external objects. Okay. Then, next name is Vaishvanaraha. Vaishvanaraha, second line. Sthula Bhug Vaishvanaraha is there. Vaishvanaraha means Vishwaha nartham. Vaishvanaraha is my name. Why Vaishvanaraha అని చెప్పి గౌడపాదకారికాల அவர் சொல்ல పోறாరు. Therefore, I don't want to explain. Why I am known as Vaishvanaraha. அப்போ வரைக்கும் வெயிட் பண்ண முடியாது இல்லையா? விஸ்வம் ஜானாதி இது வைஸ்வானரஹா. அப்படி சொல்லிக்கலாம் கொஞ்ச நேரம் டெம்பரரியா நம்ம ஃபார் அவர் சாட்டிஸ்ஃபேக்ஷன். வை ஐ எம் நோன் ஆஸ் வைஸ்வானரஹான்னா விஸ்வம் ஜகத். விஸ்வம் விஷ்ணுர்வ ஷட்காரோ, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நாமா ஆஃப் விஷ்ணு. விஸ்வம் ஜானாதி இது வைஸ்வானரஹா. A technical name given by Shastra, that's all. Vaishvanaraha is my name. When I am in Jagradavastha. What is another name? Bahishprajnaha. What is another name? Vaishvanaraha. Okay. Bahishprajnaha, Vaishvanaraha. Not only that, Saptangaha. I am of the nature of 7 limbs. I have got 7 limbs. 7 limbs are what? 7 limbs, na? Here, when I am experiencing the external world, I experience what? You have to remember that shloka. Bhuf padau yasya nabhir vyedasura nilaschandra shuryau cha netre karnavasha. And the gnapakam vechukonu. I am the experiencer of earth. I am the experiencer of wind. I am the experiencer of fire. I am the experiencer of space. I am the experiencer of the sun and moon are 2 eyes. This is called Virat. Vaishvanaraha or Virat we can call. Therefore, I am Saptangaha. I, the consciousness, I am having 7 limbs. What are those 7 limbs? You have to apply from earth, number 1, fire, number 2, wind, number 3, sun, moon put together, number 4, and space, you can take space, number 5. That heaven is the Murdha. Murdha means heaven is the Murdha means head. This is number 6, that is. So like this, we are going to see later. Okay, this already I have explained in 11th chapter. Therefore, I don't want to elaborate here. We have to see that later elaborately. Vaishvanaraha. Then comes Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. Another name for me. Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. Ekona Vimshati means a number in Sanskrit. 19 an artham. Vimshati in 20. Eka Unam. And one less. 1 less to 20 is what? 19. What are those 19? 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 4. Enna mathematics idu? 5 sense organs of knowledge, 5 sense organs of action, 5 pranas, manasu, buddhi, chitta, ahankara. Care of your Tattva Bodha notes. Okay. Ekona Vimshati Mukha. Am I using these 19 faculties or not? When? When I am in Jagrata Avastha. Therefore, my name is what? Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. Enna peru parungo. நீளமா இருக்க பேரு. For whom? For me the consciousness. Why? I am using all of them. Therefore I am getting external knowledge. External experience is coming through all these 19 faculties. Therefore my name is called Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. Bahishprajnaha. Vaishvanaraha. And which is sthanam I am? Jagrata sthana. Adi marakadi. Jagrata sthana. Waking state. Now next one. Sthula bhuk. I the Atma. Bhuk means not book. Okay, book means bhungte giti bhuk. I am the enjoyer of gross objects. Sthula means gross. Sthula. Gross. Bhuk means enjoyer or experiencer. Sthula bhuk means experiencer of gross objects. Since I am experiencing the gross objects in the waking state, that therefore my name is called Sthula bhuk. Vaishprajnaha, Vaishvanaraha, Jagaritasthanaha, Saptangaha, Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha, Sthula bhuk. Ittanu pera. Ennamo nenicha Swami எனக்கு ஒரே பேரை நினைச்சா அப்ப பரவாயில்லையே நிறைய பேர் இருக்கேன்னா. Ama, all these names are belong to me, the consciousness principle. All these names belong to me in which state? In the Jagarita Sthanam is the Prathama Padaha. First Pada. Pada anna foot anille. Okay, Padam anna or count here. Pada anna first Pada, first number we are giving. Jagrata Sthanam la enakku first Pada. Okay. Silver medal and vechukongale. Silver medal. Silver medal illa. Iron medal. Okay. Bronze medal. Iron medal kadiyadu illaya? Okay. Bronze medal. Silver gold vechukana appuram. Enna sookshamam kaaranam irukilaya? Silver gold. Adukappuram no medal. Nobel prize. Okay. Chidambaranlo poranda oru paiyanukku poi Nobel prize vandadu. Appo Atmaku enna prize kudukanum? Okay. Now come to the fourth mantra. Now the third mantra is over. I am Sthula bhuk, Saptangaha, Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha, Bahishprajnaha, Vaishvanaraha. My state is Prathama Padaha. I am in Prathama Pada. I the consciousness. Therefore, since I the Atma am grasping all gross objects, Sthulam, Sthula Atma. Ange kadiyadu. Nama chollikkalam. I am what? Sthula Atma. Now I am a Sthula Atma. Sthula manana? Grass. Grass anana? Sthulam. Okay. That which is visible, graspable through sense organs is Sthulam. Now let us come to the fourth mantra. Swapnasthanantah prajnaham. Saptanga ekona vimshati mukhaha. Pravivikta bhuk taijasaha. Dvitiyah padaha. Now come to the Dvitiyah padaha. You can draw like a chart, a table. Prathama padaha, Dvitiyah padaha, Tritiyah padaha. First stage, second stage, third stage, and fourth stage. 4 stages we are going to talk. So first stage is over. Now we are in the Swapna Avastha. We are in Swapna Avastha. We are studying about Swapna Avastha. Okay. We are studying about dream state. The consciousness principle, every day I go to a dream state. Sure? All of us are getting dreams. When I am in Swapna Avastha, imagine, daily I am getting Swapna Avastha, and the Swapna Avastha enakku enna peru? Now Upanishad says, Swapnasthanaha antah prajnaha. I am the knower of internal objects. There is no external elephant, but in dream I see the elephant. So elephant is external or internal? Dream elephant? Internal. But a big elephant, how it can exist in the mind? That is called dream. Projection. A manas, vasanas just come to surface. What is the swapna definition? Yad jagradavasthaya, yad drishtam, yad shrutam, tad janita vasanaya, nidra samaye, yad drishtam, yad shrutam, that swapnavastha. Whatever you experience, whatever your anubhava comes in swapnavastha, that anubhava is because of jagradavastha experience. Yad drishtam, yad shrutam. Now, paakadadu kuda varudhu Swamini. Kanavilla. Nee ipo paakala eppa last janmalo paathiruppen. Na mind la, it is like a capsule form. All vasanas are hidden and they come to surface in the dream. Swapnasthanaha. The consciousness principle get everyday swapnam. And some swapnams I remember, some I don't remember. That's all. Swapnasthanaha antah prajnaha, the knower of internal objects. I know the elephant, I know my house, I know my car. In dream I see so many objects. It is internal experience. Consciousness is internal. Antah prajnaha. Swapnasthanaha, whose field is the dream state and whose consciousness is internal. Whose consciousness is mind, nanda. Okay. Then saptangaha. Again, those 7. Also you have to remember. Samudra also you add. Okay. Samudra. Vasteyam abdihi. Samudram is the bladder of Virat. Okay. Samudram also. In the Saptangala, what are all there? Earth. Okay, and the list kudukkren ungalku and kanakku vandada ungalku thokkame varum. Okay, Shankaracharya writes all those 7. One, earth is the feet of the Virat. The entire space is the body of the Virat. Number 3, Vayu is the wind. Vayu, the wind is the breathing of the Virat. The 4th one, the sun and the moon are the eyes of the Virat. Eyes spelling correcta potkongo. Okay, in the mood eyes irukku. E-Y-E-S here. Eyes of the Virat, not I-C-E. Okay. Number 5, Agni, the fire is the mouth of the Virat. Samudra, 6th one, Samudra, the waters are compared to the bladder of the Virat. Virat is nothing but samashti level, macro level. Okay. The Atma, and the point solre, connect pandren nan. Okay. Samudra is the bladder of the Virat. 7 is Shiro Jauh, and we are studying in Vishnu Sahasranama. Like that, heaven is the head of the Virat. Heaven is the head of the Virat. This is called Saptanga. Now, one more point I would like to bring here. I, the Atma, am giving existence to the knower. I, the Atma, giving existence to the knowable objects. Knowable objects are come under samashti, macro level, total level. Knowable come under samashti, macro, total. Knower comes under vyashti. Knower comes under vyashti or micro or individual level. Micro is equal to vyashti. Vyashti is equal to Atma. Okay, Atma individual level. I, the Atma at individual level, vyashti level, knower. I, the Atma at total level, samashti level, I am the knowable objects. Because without the I, the consciousness, knower cannot exist. Without the knower, knowable objects cannot exist. புரியறதோ? புரியறதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன். அதனால பழசு லெசன் ஞாபகம் இருக்கணும். பழசு லெசன் இப்போ சொன்னதுதான் ஒரு half an hour முன்னாடி. என்ன knowable object is dependently existing upon the knower. Knower is existing upon the consciousness, Atma. Therefore, knower and knowable are none other than me, the vyashti samashti. Because nama, rupa, mithya, they are dependently existing upon me. Therefore, I am only Satyam. I am only appearing in vyashti form, knower form. I am only appearing in samashti form. புரியுறதா? The micro level, I myself am. இதுக்கு சுவாமினி ஐ என்று சொல்லிட்டே இருக்காள். என்ன? சர்வம் பிரம்மா. Okay, everything is Brahman. We have to arrive to that statement, no? Everything is Brahman. That Brahman is Atma. Atma must be everything. Everything is what? Either knower or knowable. Vyashti is samashti. That means Vyashti is also Atma. Samashti is also Atma. See, connect pannanam and the second mantra ki. Sarvam Brahma. I am Atma Brahma. This self is Brahman. Brahman is everything. Therefore, everything is nothing but knowable objects, the entire universe. And the knowable objects depending upon the knower Vyashti, that is samashti, that is Vyashti. Vyashti samashti is equal to what? Atma. நிறைய அந்த மாடு நல்லா சாப்பிட்டு என்ன நிறைய போய் உட்கார்ந்து மேஸ்டிகேட் பண்ணும் தெரியுமோ, சிவ் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கும், மேஸ்டிகேட் பண்ணிட்டே இருக்கணும். அப்படி பண்ணணும் இந்த சப்ஜெக்டை. மாண்டூக்கியம் புரியணும்னா உடைக்கணும். நிறைய சொல்லுவான், உடைக்கணும்னா நல்லா கஷ்டப்படணும், அப்போதான் புரியும் இது. ஓகே, therefore sit straight. Therefore, I, the Atma alone appearing as the Vyashti and Samashti. That Samashti is going to come in the later mantras. This is a Vyashti level we are seeing when I am in dream state. Waking state lo Vaishwanaraha, my name. In dream state, my name is Taijasaha. Taijasaha. Even though external objects are not there in the dream, through my prakasha, I illumine those objects which are all there in the mind. You are sleeping in the dark room. Okay? You are sleeping in the dark room, but you see the light. Where? In the dream. In the dream you see the light. அப்ப இருட்டு ரூம்ல லைட் எப்படி பார்க்க முடியறதுன்னா, I, the consciousness, am illumining the objects in the dream. Therefore, I can see the objects in the dream. Therefore, Swapnam is Sakshi Pratyaksham. Atma is the Drashta of Swapna. I, the Atma, am the seer of the dream objects. Light illamal, object illamal, எப்படிதான் பார்த்துட்டு இருக்குமோ, கனவு கனவு வந்துட்டே இருக்க சுவாமினி. ஒரு நாளாவது நினைச்சு பார்த்தாமா எப்படி வருது கனவு, யாருக்கு தெரியாதுன்னு we have never thought of. Okay, study about the dream. Wonderful, excellent study of the dream. That's what Upanishad says. Idu romba kashtamanda Gaudapada is going to elaborate in 4 chapters. Okay. Saptangaha, that is as usual. Ekona vimshati mukaha. Again, 19 faculties of Swapna. This Sukshma Shariram. Again, this is called Sukshma Shariram. Sukshma Atma. I am Sukshma Atma. I am grasping, experiencing the subtle objects. Therefore, I am Ekona Vimshati Mukaha, but Antah Prajnaha. Antah Prajnaha. In Jagradavastha, Bhaish Prajnaha. There, Sthula Bhuk. Here, Sukshma Bhuk. Pravivikta Bhuk. Pravivikta Bhuk means who is the experiencer of subtle objects. Praviviktam is another name for Sukshma. Experiencer of subtle objects. Pravivikta Bhuk. Sukshma Swapna Padartha Bhokta anartham. Bhuk means Bhokta. Enjoyer, experiencer. Who is the enjoyer of dream? I am. Therefore, I am book. Okay, I am book. Book of what? Book na, if you write in Tamil, book. Enna Papa Baba onnudha. Yeah? Book na Papa Baba. 4th Bha you have to write. First Bha edutittu, Ba edutittu, 4 nu pottukonga if you are writing in Tamil. Okay. BHOOK, book. Bhokta, enjoyer, experiencer. Pravivikta, subtle, Sukshmam. I am the experiencer of subtle objects. Sukshma, Swapna, Padarthan, Bhokta. Or Padartha Bhokta. Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. These 19 faculties are functioning there in subtle form. Therefore, my name is Ekona Vimshati Mukhaha. Pravivikta Bhuk, Saptangaha, Antah Prajnaha, and Swapnasthanaha, Taijasaha, Enna Padam, Dvitiya Padaha. Ella Perda. Dvitiya Padaha, one pair. Okay, Saptangaha, second name. Ekona Vimshati Mukaha, third name. Pravivikta Bhuk, 4th name. And Sukshma Atma, adi kuda extra vechukonga. Sukshma, ange Stula Atma pato, inge Sukshma Atma. 5th name. Antah Prajnaha, 6th name. Swapnasthanaha, 7th name. Taijasaha, 8th name. Poduma? 8 names. Ella gnapakam vechukono. Okay, now let us go to 3rd avastha, deep sleep state. Okay, every day we are all enjoying 6 hours, 5 hours, 8 hours, sometimes 9 hours also. Inga Swamini thokkame varadilla. Adi kuda avastha. Okay, let us read the mantra, 5th mantra. Now, Sthula Atma, Jagrata Sthana. Sukshma Atma, Swapna Sthana. Varapura Atma, enna irkalam? Suksha Atma, Sthula Atma. Ippo Varapura, that Sushupti Avasthala, Karana Atma. Illaya? I, the Atma, I am going to be at the causal state in deep sleep. Yatra supto na kanchana kamam kamayate. Na kanchana swapnam pashyati. Tat sushuptam. Sushuptasthanaha. Ekibhutah. Prajnanaghanaha. Prajnanaghana eva. Anandamayo hyanandabhuk. Cheto mukhaha. Prajnah. Strutiyah padaha. Tat sushuptam. Sushupti is strilingam. Sushuptam is napumsakalingam. Neuter gender. Sushupti and feminine gender. Sushuptam. That sleep state is, that means that. Second line, The second word, you can take tat sushuptam. That sleep state is that. The sleep state is that. In explanation, description of sleep state. என்ன உபனிஷத்து தான் டிஸ்கிரைப் பண்ணணும். ஏன்னா நமக்கு தெரியாது. என்ன தூங்கிடுவோம் இல்லையோ? நமக்கு என்ன தெரியும்னா ஒன்றும் தெரியாதுன்னு தெரியும் இல்லையா? நமக்கு ஒன்றும் தெரியாதுன்னு தெரியும். அதுக்கு தான் உபனிஷத்து ஹேஸ் டு கம் டு எக்ஸ்பிளைன் வாட் இஸ் த ஸ்லீப் ஸ்டேட். தத் சுஷுப்தம். That deep sleep state is, first thing you have to note, yatra swapnam na pashyati, where you don't see the dream, you don't experience the dream, there is no swapnam. Swapna irundha this deep sleep state ஆக முடியாது. Okay, important aside point you have to import. Aside illa important da. To go to dream you have to go to sleep. To come to jagrata avastha you have to go to sleep and come to jagrata avastha. Sleep is the doorway to swapna and jagrata. That's what mantra says here. Like vasapadin solluvan illaya, deha deepali nyayam. Suppose you keep a light in center of the vasapadi. In the light அந்த பக்கமும் தெரியும், இந்த பக்கமும் தெரியும். அது மாதிரி you from swapna you can never come to waking state straight away. From jagrata avastha you can never get dream straight away. So to get dream from jagrata you have to go to sleep, then go to dream. Again to come out of dream you cannot come straight away to jagrata. You think that you are coming, but fraction of minutes you go to sleep, then you come to jagrata avastha. So swapnam na pashyati, where you don't see the dream. சில பேர் சொல்லுவான், எல்லாம் ஒரே கனவு சுவாமினி, நைட்ல தூக்கமே இல்லை. ஏறப்பா கனவுல தூக்கம் இல்லைன்னா, அம்மா டிஸ்டர்பன்ஸ் தானே ட்ரீம். Therefore, where there is no dream, that is the deep sleep state. Yatra swapnam na pashyati, na kanchana kamam kamayate. When you don't desire anything, அங்கே தீபாவளி சேலு, ஆடி சேல் ஒன்றும் கிடையாது, என்ன ரிடக்ஷன் சேல் எங்கே கிடைக்காது, இதெல்லாம் நோ ஷாப்பிங் ப்ராப்ளம். ஓகே, நோ டிசைர் ஃபார் எனி திங் தேர். ந கஞ்சன kamayate, no desire is there in that deep sleep state. No desire for external objects, okay, either dream objects. Then na kanchana kamam kamayate suptaha, that dream, that deep sleeping person, sleeper, the sleeper suptaha, a sleeping person. Kanchana kamayate, what is his name? Shushupta sthanaha, number 1. Jagrata sthanaha, swapna sthanaha to sushupta sthana. I, the consciousness principle, I am in sushupta sthanam. When I am sushupta sthanam, deep sleep state, I never desire anything in deep sleep state. I am free from swapnam. And my name is called prajnaha. My name is called suptaha. I am a sleeper. I the consciousness principle, I am known as suptaha, sleeper. In waking, I the consciousness, I am known as waker. In dream, dreamer. In sleep, sleeper. The sleeper, waker, dreamer name is given to whom? To me, the consciousness. இப்படில காமிச்சுக்கோங்க, சொல்லுங்க. Fake it and make it, no? For my satisfaction, at least. I am only the waker. Now, I the consciousness am in the class waker. When in the night, I am going to become dreamer. Then I am going to be sleeper. So, sleeper, waker, dreamer are my names. Here you are not in Sushupti Sthanam. Now, okay? You are not in Sushupti Sthanam. Therefore, you are not Suptaha. You are what now? Vaishwanaraha. Vaishwanaraha studying about what? Suptaha. Okay. And what? Suptaha there, Taijasaha. Okay, here Prajnaha. Here enna? Thukatla. Here enna? Not in the class. Okay. எனக்கு பயம் எங்கேயாவது நீங்க தூக்கத்துல போயிட்டாருன்னா இன்னும் சுவாமினை நல்லா தூக்கம் பத்தி பேசிட்டு இருக்கார். என்ன பரமார்த்தானந்த சுவாமி சொல்லுவார். நிறைய பேர் மாண்டூக்கியம் கிளாஸ்க்கு வந்து ஒரு அம்மா சொன்னாங்களா, சுவாமிஜி எனக்கு தான் நல்லா தூங்கிட்டா சுவாமிஜி. ரொம்ப நாளுக்கு அப்புறம். ஏன்னா நான் மாண்டூக்கம் வருஷத்து புரியவே புரியாது இல்லையா. புதுசா ஒரு அம்மா வந்திருக்கான், கிளாஸ்ல நல்லா தூங்கிட்டான். ஏன்னா ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் சுவாமினி இவ்வளவு டீப் ஸ்லீப் வந்ததே கிடையாது. பூர்ணமதః பூர்ணமிதம் பூர்ணாத் பூர்ணமுதச்யதே பூர்ணஸ்ய பூர்ணமாதாய பூர்ணமேவாவசிஷ்யதே. ஓம் சாந்தி சாந்தி சாந்தி. ஹரிः ஓம். ஸ்ரீ குருभ्यो நமः. ஹரிः ஓம்.